the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is one that's been very dear to my heart for years, and that's clairaudience, which is an ability to actually hear the spirit, hear voices. Um, Sometimes people say, well, I hear, like when I walk in a certain room in my house, or I walk down the hallway to my, I can hear a little rustling sound, or I hear what I think are voices very muted, very muffled. What is that? You're passing very, very close to what I call a little vortex in the spiritual energy that allows you to actually hear that. That's a very good sign for those of you who are developing your clairsentient abilities. Many times you'll hear your name called. Alfred, the other day you heard your name called.
As clear as a bell. I thought it was Hans calling my name.
Once that process begins, over time, the spirit begins to open the door if they see the person is not being frightened by the event. They open the door to help that person to develop their clairaudience. So these three things that we are talking about today are all handled in our uh, intuitive development class.
Yeah, the intuitive development class. But one thing that we try to explain to you in the class, and we're just giving you a little tidbit here, is everyone is clairsentient. Everyone
Everyone.
can receive vibration, energy,
Absolutely.
guidance from spirit. Some people are clairvoyant and can receive pictures. Mediumistic skills that we're talking about here, such as the ability to hear the other side, are reserved for
Royalty.
royalty,
Yeah.
great masters. So if you're hearing voices, that's actually really good.
That's a really good sign.
That's a really good
And
sign.
Alfred, some people, like we say, are possessed of all three, but they don't know. Psychiatrists tend to call them crazy.
And we're trying to tell you that's a really great
Congratulations
thing.
is what we're trying
That you
to
can
say.
actually have a communication with the other side as if you're having communication with
Right.
someone here. And what we're trying to say is in communication, it is a two-way communication
Absolutely.
in all three types of ways that we're reviewing, especially in clairaudience. It's not just about hearing, it's your ability to
Yeah.
speak back
But
with
I
the
had a
other
very
side.
interesting question come in the other day. Does your environment, can it hinder or help your development? The answer to that is yes. If you live in a very stressful city, in a very stressful place, then you need to turn your home into a sanctuary, or a room into a sanctuary where peace is what you hear. Having a water feature, for instance, a little fountain, which you could even produce on your computer to drown out background noise, is important. We used to sit with, I used to have a very large group, and we always sat with a water feature because it was in a business section of Los Angeles and another one in the Bay Area. And it harmonizes better. So try to find a safe place. So for those of you who live in a big and bustling city, don't think you can't do this, but you can. But there are certain little preparations. Now here, the biggest thing we hear where we live here are the birds.